This is, start again.
Who is this?
Start again.
Keep going, keep going.
No,
Oh, please.
come on, we've done this 20 times.
Do this. It's okay. Just go do your thing.
Hi. This is episode 20 of Yarn and Glass, a channel that is about mosaics and knitting and fiber related things and the remodeling of this mid-century home. In work in progress. All our works in progress, actually. Do you know that we've been doing this 3 years?
No, I didn't know that.
And we only have 20 episodes? Do you know that? Yeah, that's kind of pitiful. Anyway, I'm Virgine, and you're Charlie.
I am Charlie.
He'll be on camera later, but he's gonna film me now. We're gonna talk a little bit about some knitting and fiber things, and some mosaics, and some renovations. How the renovations are going on this mid-century house. So, we're gonna start with knitting. And yeah, I haven't done a lot. I knit every day because I'm not mosaicing much. I'm starting to do it a little more, and I actually have finished some projects that were kind of lingering, so we'll show those in a little bit. But I've been knitting, it's just that I have so many things going that, nothing ever gets finished. But I did make a little mini pinwheel. I love the pinwheel blanket pattern by Knitting Expat, and I made a mini one, which I'll put a picture in. And that was just a doll blanket for our granddaughter. So yeah, she was covering her babies with bibs and things, so I thought I'd make her a cute little blanket. And the sock winners from two times ago, or no, maybe it was last time. No, it was 2 times. Yeah, I know you're out there. I know I've promised you socks, and actually I've been knitting quite a bit of socks. So I really am going to contact you this month,
Okay,
before the next episode.
Right hand up and swear.
I swear I'm going to contact the 3 of
Okay,
you,
very good.
because you are getting socks, and it's summer, you don't need socks now anyway. So that's in the process, and then I do need to find out your shoe sizes. And I did work quite a bit on this sweater that's also been lingering forever. This is a sweater, rose quartz. Couldn't think of the name. Rose quartz. I've modified it quite a bit. I made it into a fade so that the yarns kind of fade into each other by color. And I made 3/4 length sleeves. I did the bottom border. All I have to do is the collar and the front borders and the inside of the pockets. There are pockets. They just are holes right now. So there isn't a lot to do on it, and I need to finish it because I like it. So
Yeah, it's nice looking.
I will do that. I really, really, really will. So that's in progress, and
Okay.
there's a lot of other things in progress I'm not going to talk about. So I also have been spinning a lot, because I actually have a pretty serious case of restless legs in the evenings, and I've been on meds, and I've been under the care of a neurologist for a long time, and the evenings are extremely hard for me. And I think a long time ago I discovered spinning helped a little, and then I just totally forgot. Plus we moved all those times, and I never had my wheel out, or it was never, never the right time. Anyway, I got the wheel out right there, actually.
Okay, you
pan
want me to pan down?
Sure,
I'll
pan over
pan
there.
down, here I go.
The wheel, this is a Lindrum, and I got the wheel out, about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And I have been spinning every night, and it has really, really, really helped. Really helped.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy amount. It's crazy that I didn't remember this, because I'm moving my legs treadling, and that's exactly what I need to do with the restless legs. I cannot sit. I cannot. I'm either
It helps.
standing and
I
moving.
can see it helps.
Yeah, it helps most nights. So I actually am staying up past 7 o'clock. It's a miracle.
No, I think it's been really good for you.
It's been really
Really
good.
good.
The problem is, I'm running out of fiber.
Yeah.
I spun this
Uh-huh.
like in a night or two, and then a little tiny bit of orange. I'm trying to unload bobbins that have been full for a long time, but this, I don't even know what this is, but it's just
It's got a lot of
I don't
different
even
colors
know.
in it.
I think I dyed it myself.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
even
neat.
sure. Not even sure what it is, or it'll be a hat at some point. And
Okay.
I'm spinning now, and I'm just trying to finish bobbins of this fiber.
Yeah.
This is about the end of it. So I'm almost done with this. So
me get
then I had some,
Kept real close. Yeah, you can see it
it's
better.
pretty. I
Pretty.
had some undyed fiber. I'm gonna insert a video of what I did with that
Okay.
and that. So I bought this undyed fiber, and I'm not even sure why I did that, because I've never dyed fiber, and it wouldn't be much fun to spin undyed fiber. So I'm gonna try solar dyeing it, and I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't tie it because it's pretty solidly, I don't know, maybe I should tie it. Anyway, I'm soaking it. I'm gonna very gently put it in the jar outside with 3 colors of dye and see what happens. I don't know. I may lose it. I know you have to be very gentle with fiber so it doesn't felt. So we'll see. Okay, so I've got this roving. I dampened it. I put some water in here, a little vinegar. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use 3 colors. And I'm just gonna circle this and just do like 1 layer. And I'm gonna do gray and yellow, gray and chartreuse and yellow.
Okay.
And the gray and chartreuse should make like an olive green, so I hear. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We'll get a little more. I was hoping it would sprinkle. It's not sprinkling much, is it? I'll put a little more over there. Oh, way too much. All in the same spot. Oh well. Okay, now I'm going to add a little water.
Okay.
Just dampen it a little more to get the water going.
So why do you do the one at a time?
Because I want it to have 3 different shades in it.
Okay.
So I don't want it to just turn into one color.
Ooh, that's wild.
It's starting to spread, yeah. So now I'm going to circle another section.
Okay.
This is an experiment. There's probably lots better YouTube videos that know what they're doing.
But this has got.
Because I've done a lot of yarn, but just not roving.
Roving.
Okay, now I'm going
That's
to get
called
the
roving. Okay.
chartreuse. See if I can sprinkle it this time. Let's get it a little more wet.
Ooh, okay. I find this very interesting.
And it's not very sunny today, but tomorrow it's going to be real sunny, so
Okay, so the
sun's going to
heat it up.
heat it up. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Chartreuse,
90
sprinkle.
now.
There we go.
That's
what
sprinkling. Yeah, there you go.
that's what I wanted. I wanted
That's
sprinkling.
sprinkling.
That's
It's
chartreuse.
already turning good.
I
It's
know.
weird.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, now I'm going to just dampen it a little. And I'm going to put more water and a little more vinegar in it when it's done.
Why vinegar?
That helps set the yarn.
Okay.
That's the mordant. Mordant? I think that's the word. Yeah, mordant.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got to have something to make the acid work.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
This is learning for me.
Geez, I'm going to do the whole rest, but I might do the yellow in 2 different sections
Okay.
because there's so much left.
So that seeps through and goes from one to the other.
That's good.
Should
Look
somewhat.
at that. It's yellow dye, but it's orange.
I'm gonna get this camera. Oh, here you go.
It's yellow,
Ooh.
but it's orange.
That makes no sense.
I know, but it'll turn yellow.
If it's thicker in one area, does that mean it's gonna be like striped? Or
Well, it'll mean it'll have more
More
saturation there, yeah.
saturation? Okay.
And that's a good thing.
interesting.
Plus, this will all bleed
Yeah.
when the sun hits it. I don't know.
Well,
I've only done yarn. But this would be so boring to spin. I don't know why I bought it. Whoa, that's a lot. Don't laugh,
I'm
because
not laughing.
we have no idea if this was even going to hit the internet.
Well, are we gonna? Okay, so whatever happens, we're
this-
gonna put this on the internet.
If it's really bad, no.
Oh, come on now. It's a
Okay,
learning
a
thing.
little more at the top.
You do so many things well. I mean,
Okay, no, it's,
you have
oh,
been seen as perfect, and maybe
That's
this will show
prob-
people that you're a real human
yeah,
being.
right, sure. Okay,
Okay,
so
here we
now
go.
we're just gonna do,
Is this gonna start to smoke and take off like a rocket?
no, I'm gonna, well, I have to get
There's
more
no wa-
water.
You don't have any water.
Oh, no.
No.
All right, I gotta fill, what I'm gonna do is fill it up with water,
I'm
put a
gonna
little
stand
more
here. What am I
vinegar,
gonna
and you're done.
I'm
Your
done.
job is done, now I can. Okay, so I put more water in it. So I totally saturated it, and you can see the, kind of how the yellow's going down. There's some green, and the gray is on the bottom. Yeah. Who knows? I'm not going to touch it much because I don't want to felt it. I know I should be wearing gloves. I am wearing a mask, but yeah. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So I am rinsing off the sun-dyed yarn. I mean fiber. There's a little bit of yarn in here. Still getting some yellow. I've rinsed it about 2 or 3 times, but turn it a little. So I kind of got a gradient out of it, trying to be really cautious. So there's some kind of olive and some green, and it goes to yellow. I threw in some yarn to soak up some of the yellow dye that was left, but it's starting to run a little bit clear. I've got a few more rinses to go, and then I'll hang it up and show you what it looks like. So here's the fiber. I had to rinse it about 10 times at least. I had made way too much dye in it. I'll make it on the other side so I'm not in the shadow. I like it. It's kind of got a, gradient kind of to it. It's kind of starts dark here and gets a little lighter, very light. Yeah. So you got some green and you've got some yellow and you've definitely got the dark green in the first bit and even in the third bit. And then of course there's a little bit of yarn. I used a blue tie, which gave it some little blue spots, which was okay with me. Yeah, I think, whoa, shadow again. I think I'm gonna like it. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think I felted it too much. I really tried to handle it very carefully. We'll see. So there it is. And this is how it turned out.
Cool.
And I really like it. It's a gradient. Well, it's kind of made it into a wheel, but it did turn into a gradient, which is what I kind of wanted. I wanted the light to medium to some dark with some olive in it, and I actually did it.
You did it.
So
yeah,
I'm
that's
going to
nice.
spin this, and I'm going to spin it from light to dark
Okay.
on bobbins so that I can have a gradient yarn, you know.
All right.
So
Well, that's good.
what I'll do is I'll take, see all this light, and I'll divide it into 3 or 4 or 5 parts,
Right.
and I'll spin that, I'll spin the light to the medium to the dark on one bobbin, and then I'll start again with this section.
What would you
And then
use
this
it
section,
for?
and I have no idea.
You have no idea.
It might be a
Should be
shawl, it
something.
could go into a sweater, I
Okay.
don't know, I just want to spin.
Yeah, no, the
I
spinning's been real
want to,
good for you.
I want to
It's
stay
been
up
great.
past 7 o'clock. So
Yeah.
I've got to figure out more, I've got to find more fiber in my life.
Okay.
Because I don't know where if I have some, they're in the storage unit. Still in the storage unit, which we probably could go look, maybe.
I
we
have
could
a
find it.
question for you. I noticed over here that you have a sunflowers kind of thing. Are you gonna talk about that?
Yeah, well, if you know about Spoonflower, Spoonflower is a fabric website
Uh-huh.
that people can design their own fabric and then sell it. So this is this the one from Texas?
Yeah, it's one from
Yeah,
Texas.
this
It was
is
on
the
wall.
mosaic we left in Texas.
Yeah.
And I have it in burlap. I'm gonna make some bags out of it. I think it'd be really cool as
Yeah,
bags.
I think it'd
But
be great.
it's an awfully big print. I don't think anybody's ever gonna buy it. I mean, yeah.
You never know.
Can you imagine a dress? No.
They come
But
here,
I
Mrs.
can-
Sunshine.
I can imagine a pillow or a bag for sure.
Oh, yeah, bags.
So
would be
I'm
good.
gonna try making that sometime, anytime.
Well, you've got a lot
Anyway,
of other things you.
I got a lot of things going right now, which is crazy because we really have been knee-deep in remodeling and disasters, and yeah, it's been crazy. So why don't we go turn around and go to look at the mosaics that I have either finished or need
Okay.
grouting. So
Can we try to swivel around here?
they're behind you, yes,
Okay, I'm gonna swivel around here.
and I will walk.
You're gonna walk and I'll swivel. Oop,
Okay,
I just about fell off the chair. That wouldn't have been,
don't
that
do
would be
that,
funny.
that doesn't swivel, does it?
No, it doesn't swivel at all.
Okay, there's a new rooster in town, which I had made quite a while ago and never grouted.
That's
So,
nice. You
I-
sell a lot of roosters
I do,
too.
and I really like this frame,
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think you made this frame.
I don't know if I did or not, I can't remember. But
I'm pretty sure, look at it.
does it look primitive?
No, I think you didn't make it.
I didn't make it, because mine are primitive.
You're
I-
right.
I'm proud of it.
No, I love your frames. Okay, this one you did make.
I made that.
This, you handed me, this piece of wood
Uh-huh,
with, it's interesting, look at the circle here and the little parts that come out. Yeah, and the little panel here with the cool wood inside,
mm-hmm,
which is from a friend of ours,
mm-hmm, it is.
that gave us some panels from her husband's violin
Yeah.
making. Anyway, he handed me this and said, put something in the middle,
Well, I thought
which
you'd
was
come
a
up with
very
something.
long space.
Uh-huh,
So I elongated Cocapelli, who I've made
Yeah.
several times. I made her really skinny and long, and I like her. And I'm only gonna grout the sun,
yeah,
the middle of the sun.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna grout her, because I like the brown showing through.
yeah.
But, yeah, I thought she turned out kinda cool.
Yeah, she did.
She's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's real recent. I finished that, just because it was easy. And then last time I showed you Barcelona, it didn't have any sidewalk, and I finished it.
Yeah, and you see the shadow?
I
Back
love
there.
the shadow.
Yeah,
I love this right here.
You did a
Uh-oh.
really nice job
We're not
with
gonna
that.
answer the phone.
No, the phone's ringing, but I'm not answering it. There you
I
go.
love the shadow. I
Right.
think I did a good job on the shadow.
Yeah, you did. It's,
Yeah.
it really
That's,
gives it depth, yeah.
it was fun. It was fun. I'm
It's
glad.
beautiful.
Glad to get her done.
Yeah.
Very glad to get her done. And then I
Okay,
also showed, well,
this one, yeah, this
yeah,
is-
blah, laundry day number 2. I'm going to finish these clothespins, and then and the sky, I'm gonna make myself finish this in the next day or 2, and then I'll show a picture, and maybe even I may even grout it. Amazing. Doubtful, but amazing. Who knows?
they're both really good. I like
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah, and,
One lady
they're different.
bought, yeah,
yeah, and so
in Texas.
that's done. Yeah,
That's pretty, I like
I'm
that. It
pretty
makes you-
happy with it.
I am too. I think it's
So
great.
those are, at least I've done a little bit of mosaics lately, not a lot. But our next project is going to be, it's not here, but we'll show it in the garage, the frame you made.
Okay,
Charlie made a frame actually for one of those windows that are
yeah,
real
let me
high.
pan up here. It's
It was
rough.
gonna be in the other house.
Yeah,
But he made a frame exactly that shape.
yeah,
And we decided we don't really want to block those windows off
Right.
with a mosaic. So I'm gonna put a mosaic where Kansas is.
Okay, I'm
And
gonna swivel
Kansas
over
is
here
above the couch.
and show you Kansas.
And then we're gonna show you around a little bit because
Okay.
we have put art on the walls.
Okay,
Yay.
okay.
Okay, so there's Kansas, a work in progress that will be replaced by that new frame we're gonna show you. And this art wall's done, and really, really like it. Yeah. And what else have we got here? Oh, over here, we've got the sunflower.
Mhm.
And if you pan around here to where the patio opens, there's, we call it Girl on the Rocks. And Girl on the Rocks has actually been juried in, not in a very good position, to a art show in Webster Groves. The art show was named Re-Entry, and I submitted her, and she's in. So she'll be on display for like 6 weeks, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 6 weeks.
Yeah, coming up, so that's kind of cool. She needs to be shown. And we got the tablecloth up. I think that might have been up in the last video, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We got this cool mid-century, oh, he was sitting on one of the chairs, mid-century table at an antique store. How cool is that? I love it so
What's around
much.
there?
And what's on the table,
Something
you
we
might
haven't
ask?
looked at.
Yeah, anybody want to play Mahjong with us? We miss playing Mahjong because we had a lot of friends in Texas who played with us, and we haven't found anybody who played with us. Then we have a mid-century clock there that we bought in Wimberley, Texas. And this whole wall will be a library shelf, and there'll be just one of those chairs in the corner. Charlie built that from a million pieces, that file cabinet, which I love. The printer and the computer will end up being in the office once we have a studio. And then that is gonna be a music shelf. Yeah, don't ask. It's better not to know how old we are. And so dining room has some art. I'm not gonna go in the bed, well, I'm gonna go in one bedroom.
Just the floors are different.
Oh, and we got the floors. Well, that's a story.
Let's tell that story later.
Oh my God, it's a nightmare. Yeah, they're having to tear them out. It's a short story. They forgot to put the moisture barrier in, which was the whole point of doing these floors on this slab house. So they're tearing them up next week. There's one of Charlie's mom's paintings, one of I think my favorite. I love that painting. And okay, here's what else I wanted to show you. So you remember that all these shutters have these lace curtains, and they're yellowed, and I just don't like them. So same place, Moonflower. I looked up mid-century fabrics, and there were these houses, mid-century houses. I love them so much. Anyway, I'm making all these curtains from their fabric, which is costing us a fortune, but that's okay. Because, yeah, each one, I think I can get 3 out of a yard. Yeah, the other one I haven't put up yet. So I had to order, because there's a lot in there. I had to order 5 yards. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the dining room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, speaking of curtains, we'll go into our bedroom, and I'll show you what else I've done with curtains. We do love the floor. It's nothing against the floor. It's against the guys that did the floor who didn't read the ticket and didn't listen to me, who pointed out the box that had been delivered. There's another one of Bert's paintings, Charlie's mom. We call it Clouds.
There's a view, show them the view out there.
Well, they've
It's kinda
seen the
raining.
view, it's raining.
Yeah, it's raining, but
Yeah.
that's a view out there.
It's, it changes every day, it really does. And I'll put a picture in, but there is an elephant in the picture. I'll put a better picture in, that we hope we can move when the studio gets built. So here's I shouldn't go so fast. Here's the lace curtains in the bedroom. They're really in several of the rooms. And I decided to remember those 42 tablecloths that the gal that owned this house had done. So I solar dyed them. It's one tablecloth. And I love the way it modeled. It's got blues and greens, and this was a kind of a, you know, what tablecloths were, that beige color of, I don't know if it was linen or what it is. It didn't take the dye very well. I kept having to add yarn to use up the dye, but I kind of love the way they look.
Look at the one over here.
And then where it was folded in the pot, it's all like almost a botanical print. I really, really like them. There's some spots
This
on this
one, I
one.
like the way this one's
With the
laid out
light
better.
showing through them. I really like them.
Yeah,
So I'm going to do the other 2 bedroom windows for sure. And then the batik is amazing.
Yep.
With this light coming in, it's raining outside, but look at that batik. Mary Therese, you're a genius. Yeah, artist in Bemidji who made that for us. And there's Sunday morning. It's been there, it's been part of our life a long, long time. It's been on CBS Sunday morning, I don't know how many times. Quite a few.
At least 5 times, I think.
5 times, yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, when the architect was here the other day, he looked at a couple of my sons, and he looked at the Aztec sun and the sunflower that were in the living room, and he said, "Those remind me of CBS Sunday morning." I said, "Fancy that." So that's the story of remodeling, but it looks a whole lot better than last time you saw it. A whole lot better. I mean, it's night and day. We just watched the video of the last video, and it's amazing. There's Aztec sun in the middle there, that circle. Yeah, the difference. So it made us feel better for, yeah, what we've gotten done. Yeah.
So, next will be the garage.
Yeah, we'll do the garage next when it's not raining. So remember the photo that I'm going to put up in the corner of what the garage door looks like? Do you remember that? Yeah, exactly. Your head is above above the garage door, but as we went in, it just
It's hitting my head.
yeah, the mechanism was really bad.
Yeah.
So instead of a side mount, what did we do?
We did well, let's show them.
Okay.
Better. First, you get to open the door with a keypad. Voila, there's one door. And
Right, we got carriage doors.
so, I only have to duck one time.
One time is great. You can stand straight up.
Straight up.
I know, isn't that good?
That's marvelous.
You
It's
get
wonderful.
the whole garage now is your,
Place where I work.
yes.
And the mechanism was right here, is all gone.
It was
Everything
all the way.
was all the stuff
It
over
went
there.
all the way past the workbench, the bad
Yeah,
parts.
it's good. Come on
So,
what I want to do is shut the door and show
Oh,
what it
okay.
looks like with the door shut.
yeah, because it's, we really, really, really like the design.
Yeah.
And the historic neighborhood panel said absolutely it was fine, because everything has to go through them.
There we go.
Yeah, and it has a keypad, so it's really easy to get in and out. We don't have a garage door opener anymore. but
Yeah, see, plus that,
Actually-
you get light too, you get all the windows
Look at all the
there.
light, I know. And you've got your
Very nice.
workbench all set up and putting a
What am I doing?
Ouija board in.
Okay,
What are you doing?
okay, this is the frame that Virginia was talking about earlier that I made, and it's,
Yeah.
you can see it's made at an angle.
Right.
So it's got that, kind of matches the house, the
Yeah,
cut
and
of the
it'll be
house.
really cool above the couch.
It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
So we got this. And the first step in that, to make it work, is I have to cut thing called Wheatie board, and you've probably heard about Wheatie board before from Virginie, how she uses it behind her mosaics to anchor.
Yeah, it's the
mosaics on it.
substrate that's most mosaic artists use a lot.
Yeah, probably a lot would use
Yeah.
that. Some knitters might not, but
No.
But anyway, so you have to, route out the edge
Uh-huh,
to fit it in,
right.
and then you have to cut it obviously to fit in there, and then
But
anchor
it cuts pretty easily, right?
It cuts, yeah, it really does cut. Just got to measure. Do you see how I measured it up
Yeah,
here?
yeah,
That's going to be the piece.
yeah. Cool.
Put it in. Put the mosaic on it.
Yeah.
Put hangers on it.
I've
and
got to figure out
voila.
a design,
Yeah,
but I think it'll be fun.
I think
I think
it'll
it'll
be
be
really
fun.
nice actually.
Yeah,
So, and this is the shop. It's a little messy, but
yeah.
I got everything laid out that I need.
But we want to show you something over here, because when they told me that it was going to be,
Months and months
it
and
was going
months.
to be 30 weeks
30
before
weeks.
before
Right,
the
right.
studio would be built. I said, first I was just like so floored I couldn't even speak,
Distraught. You were
distraught,
distraught. You were distraught.
because it was really supposed to be like early fall.
Right.
And I said, I finally, the next day after I had gone to bed, I called and I said, what's holding it up? Why? It's just
Right,
walls. It's just walls and a ceiling, and it's not like cabinets. And he said it was windows and doors. So I said, we'll go buy a door and windows. We can find.
Yeah.
I know we can find a door. Not.
Yeah,
I mean, their
yeah.
door was pretty cool, because it was
But
little windows like this carriage door,
Yeah.
but still. So
So what did you do then?
we went to Habitat Resale Store.
We
and
did.
There were
We did go to
door,
Habitat.
boring. And about 2/3 of the way through, we saw this door. There's a chest in front of it, but this door. And yeah, it's like perfect. It's like perfect. So I first texted our architect a photo of it and the dimensions, and when he didn't answer right away, I called him because they wouldn't hold it, and he said, yeah, it's a standard door. It could work. We'd have to do the casing and the doorknob and all that. Oh well. So he helped us move it, which was very nice. It's very heavy, but we're going to paint it lime green, because that seems to be a door theme
Yeah, it is.
of ours. And then there's 2 windows that didn't get
Right.
used on some project.
They didn't get used. And
Yeah,
they're
and they're a
really-
little longer than we thought. They
So
were gonna, we were gonna have like, what, 60 by 24?
Yeah, it's real narrow. These are a little bit.
These are 70
Bigger.
70 by 24.
70.
Yeah, and I am going to do a glass on glass on
glass
them
on glass. It'll look
Yeah.
really nice.
too.
But especially
So
with
they'll
that.
be on each side of this. So not the design I was thinking. I was going to do a sunflower when it was
I
a
think
plain
it'll be
door.
better. I think it'll be better.
I think it'll be better.
Yeah.
So it'll match it'll probably match this theme somehow of
So,
Frank Lloyd Wright-ish kind of
We should.
style.
We'll probably get the thing put in a lot earlier. We're hoping.
Yeah,
But
so
everything's
he's pushing it.
backed up in
They
the
are
system.
backed
It's
up.
horrible. But
They are backed
someday
up.
we'll have it.
Yeah,
Sooner.
we
sooner
talked
than
to a bathroom person and picked out a bathroom for the master bathroom, and at the end she said, it will be June.
Yeah, really.
So it's everywhere, and we understand that, but I didn't get the studio. That
Yeah.
didn't make sense to me, and he understood my distress.
So there you go.
So yeah, so we found
More-
our own door.
more-
Hee-haw.
More to come, right? More
Yeah,
information.
I'm
more,
excited,
More stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, we're
So-
doing good. We're doing good.
Yeah, and then at that same resale store, I can't pass up a cool little shelf with drawers that work well,
Really heavy.
and it's
comes
extremely
out.
heavy.
And this was $40.
That was $40.
We'll sell it to you for
The
42
door
and
was
a half.
only 120,
The
which
door's
I
120.
think
It's
this
really,
door has a story to tell.
yeah, it does.
Yeah. Yeah, it speaks to me.
Cheap but important.
Anyway, so that's the story of the door. So,
So,
thank you for watching. Yeah, this is the end of episode 20.
We did 20
We
episodes?
made it to
actually
20,
made it
yeah.
to 20?
And we're alive,
And
and
we are still
this house will
doing stuff.
survive. It will make it.
We'll
We
make
will
it.
do it. We will survive.
Continuous story.
That should be a song.
You want me to sing a song?
No.
No, okay.
Anyway, thanks for watching. You can find me Mosaics by Virgin most anywhere. Etsy's a little problematic right now, because if you type in Mosaics by Virgin,
Who knows
it
what
doesn't
you
know
get.
anything about me. So you
And,
have to have the link.
and you can find me in the garage,
And you can find Charlie
Working.
yeah.
doing good stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
putting together furniture and frames and all the stuff.
Making stuff.
Making
So,
stuff, so, yeah, so until next time, which
Yeah.
maybe be sooner than 2 months or
Right.
3, so
Great.
we're hoping. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, yeehaw.
Bye.
Guess what's in my hand?
Yeah, a cookie.
No, it's knitted.
It's knitted.
Yeah, it's in
Um,
my hand.
It's in your hand. It must
Yeah.
be something like a complete outfit for a sweater vest,
For a gnat?
a map,
Gnat for a fly?
a blanket for a fly.
It's it's a sweater vest for a fly?
Yeah, I think it's that.
No,
What is it? Oh, it's a baby
it's a chicken.
chicken.
It's a chicken.
It's it's baby something.
It's a chicken.
It's a chicken.
Look at him.
Oh my God, it's a chicken. It's a chicken.
Why do
my
I
God.
spend my time on this kind of thing? What? Have I lost my mind? I need a studio.
You have to have a studio. You've lost your mind, and you should never ask me a question when I first get up.
No, I should have not. Yeah.
And I have no hearing aids.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
That's a
too.
problem too.
Okay, it's a chicken.
It's a chicken.
I really, really need a studio.
You need
I
that
need to-
studio.
I need mosaics.
You're gonna have.
I cannot live like this.
Well, either that, or we're gonna have to get some really good drugs. Either one or the other. Oh.
I am making clothespins for this mosaic, and they are little tiny pieces of a light brown glass, and I shape them into what might look like a clothespin. I have paint on my fingers, and I see if they look good. They're so little. They get lost in the mosaic. I haven't finished the sky.